I got a motivational story today. I'm doing my little workout here. I got a motivational story that might help somebody who's going through a difficult time. 15 years ago, I almost died from meningitis. I was in the hospital for 3 weeks. And I ended up with 3 blood transfusions. I was anemic. Had viral meningitis. And I think I weighed about 160 pounds when I was in. I had lost about 45 pounds. And since that time, and I also developed some cognitive disorders. I like to refer to it as Davism, but also it's like ADHD, OCD, certain types of rituals, you know, kind of like some people like have to touch something just so they feel like, I don't know, I guess it calms them down. Some people eat tires, I don't know. But, so I went through a period of time where I figured that my life was over, that I was going to die. Eventually I was going to die. I know everybody dies, but I came so close to dying that they didn't think I was going to make it. But I showed them. I survived. It was a long, long battle. I lost my job as an electrician. I was a commercial electrician, so there was a bit of ego involved in that type of work. And then I'm also a Marine Corps veteran, so you know I had a certain way of carrying myself and presenting myself because I wanted to succeed in life. So when I had the meningitis, I lost all that. I ended up a shell of who I was. And it was hard because prior to becoming an electrician, after being in the Marines, I had been homeless a few times, living with just a backpack. It was very difficult because sometimes I'd be somewhere and laying on the beach or something, and some bum would come up and piss next to my head or something. So when I went to electrical school, I basically told myself, I'm not going back to that shit. I'm not going to let people walk all over me. And so that's what I did. But the problem with what I was doing was I was working hard, but I was also hanging out with my buddies and drinking and partying, and basically not taking care of myself. So eventually it all crashed. But there's always, if you can wake up, there's always some kind of hope. That's the way I look at it. You might not be able to conquer the world. Might not be able to do everything, but you could be like a friend to somebody. You could help somebody out. You could even just go fishing with somebody. And one thing I realized as I retired, there's a lot of lonely people in the world. A lot of them. And what they're looking for is not necessarily good for them or good for anybody else. Because the thing about men, we're visual. So everything that we make determinations on is through our visual perception. Which is why they have like strip clubs. You know, you go to the strip club and see girls dancing up on the stage, and You know, you're lonely. You know, they give you attention for $1 or $2, for 10 or 100. And I lived that life with my friends.
You're familiar with the double murder?
And I could tell
Absolutely.
through experience that
I thought we could,
that is not the way. It's actually, the lifestyle is a way to die early. Because strip clubs, beers, hard liquor, smoking, drugs, it all kind of goes hand in hand in the lifestyle. I know because I lived it. And before I ended up in the hospital, I had made a lot of money. Sold the house. Made a ton of money. I'm selling my house. And basically drove across country in a Camaro thinking, well, I'm balling. But and then 6 months later, I'm in the hospital.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Still with a lot of money. So there's always hope as long as you're standing. As long as you get up, do something for somebody else. Not to mess them up, but to bring them up. I see a lot of things on Quora, YouTube, all social media where people are complaining about this person or that person or these type of people and this, that, and the other. But I'll tell you one thing that I learned is that if you find yourself on your deathbed and it comes down to you quick, and all of a sudden you're sick and on a bed, you're going to really regret the way that you treated other people or even thought about other people. That's kind of what I've realized, because you never know what people are going through. So that's some old man wisdom. It's kept me balanced, grounded in my last 15 years, where I haven't been homeless. I've always had a place to stay, and I quit drinking alcohol, quit smoking cigarettes, and stopped going out with so-called friends that could really give a crap about you once the beers start flowing. So, put yourself first, and then whatever's left over, then you can be a friend to somebody. But definitely put yourself first, especially if you have no family. And don't go looking on the outside for something that you can figure out on the inside. Because whatever's out there brought me nothing but a lot of pain. So, I guess that's some food for thought as I do a few of these curls and stuff. I already did my workout today, but that's just some old things I was thinking about. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully it helps somebody.